Tiffany, also known as My Everydays on Instagram. Thank you for tuning in.
Hi, everybody. It's Shara Sides here. Happy Saturday.
Yes, thank you for tuning in to Relative Realness on this beautiful day. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. We will be here for you each and every Saturday from 12 to 1.
That is correct.
Yes, that's correct. And guess what? It is spring out here in these streets. It is spring.
Spring has sprung.
Spring has sprung. This is the season where we experience a sense of renewal, awakening, just like you could feel it in all of your senses. You can smell that it's warm. You can feel that it's getting nicer. Clothes are coming off. This weather is breaking. You can see and feel the growth all around you. So today we want to talk about what awakens you. The key word today is what, Shara?
The key word today is stimulation.
Stimulation.
Yes. So spring has sprung. And as we all know, stimulation is a verb. It's an action word. Yes. So it means, to find passion in things, to find things that elevate you and that truly make you happy, right?
Yes.
So today we just want to talk about the things that stimulate us emotionally, physically, socially with our friends.
Yeah. Like what awakens you? What makes you feel alive? This season right now, when it starts becoming springtime, it's like, summer's coming. So this is like the prequel to the summer. So what are we doing to prepare ourselves for that?
Yes. Everyone's outside. Everyone's back on their bikes.
Not me.
Well, I need to be. But, we have to find new ways of doing old things. So my question for you.
Yes.
First question. Let's go.
Oh, I'm ready.
So how have things changed in how you stimulate yourself and your life from your 20s to now?
I would say that in my 20s, I think that me feeling alive was more based off of how I made other people feel, or like I just based my happiness on other people, and I worried a lot about what they thought about me. I worried about things like that. But now in my 30s, even though I don't look like I'm in my 30s, but I'm in my 30s. I just feel like it is all about me. I had my first daughter in my 20s, and so it was about her and about being a mom, and it still is about that. But right now, the way that I stimulate myself is so different. I realize that I have to come first in order to be a whole person, the best mom, the best employee. Like I need to do things that fulfill me.
Absolutely. I think in my 20s, I think I focused so much on my friends being my family. So it was like, I don't think it's much different now that I'm in my 30s. I still appreciate people. So things like game nights and like random just meetups that's the things that I enjoy. I enjoy being around people. So I don't think it's changed really from my 20s to my 30s. I think now I'm more focused on myself, and I've learned how to be a little selfish.
Yes, exactly.
And I think it takes a while. It takes a while for us to decide to be selfish, especially as mothers, because, you do everything for your children. And whenever you do something for yourself, you kind of like always feel guilty about it. But I have learned to no longer feel guilty. Of course. If I'm not good, y'all not going to be good. So you have to do what you got to do.
It's true. That's exactly what I was saying. I totally agree with that. I think that you just grow. And I think that sometimes women are afraid of getting older. And I have to admit, like in your 20s, it's like you feel like you're so grown. You feel like you just know everything until you start growing and realize that, wow, you look at things in retrospect and you realize like, wow, like I really have grown. My perspective has really changed. And you're right, because if I don't get my nails done every other week and get my toes done and this and that, whatever, it's like everybody should have their things that they do to take care of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I've been getting my nails done every other week for like 12 years straight.
Yeah, that's my one thing too. My nails have to be done because I feel like I have man hands anyway.
No, you don't.
Okay, I have hands of a piano player.
Yes.
Does that sound better?
Long fingers.
Okay, but like my nails have to be done. My eyebrows could be jacked. My hair, I could wrap a doobie, but I need to have something for myself. And if that means going to the nail salon and getting my nails done, then that's my moment for me. And the topic is stimulation and how do we stimulate ourselves emotionally, physically, with our friends. That's the topic for anyone who's now joining in. Welcome,
Yes,
welcome. Happy
yes.
Saturday.
Thank you guys for joining us. So, Cheryl, my question for you is, have you seen a hit? Have you seen like a change in your relationships with people? And when I say relationships, I just mean friendships and family and whoever, like over the past year, especially like this is kind of like the pandemic, a year in review. We're talking about how we stimulate ourselves now and what we've been doing in the past. But like, have you noticed that like what have you noticed about people in the last year as everyone is going through this kind of tough time for some people?
I think everyone's been learning the same thing, and they were kind of forced to learn it, which is at the end of the day, you're all that matters. Like you
Yeah.
have to be okay for yourself. Mental health is a major issue for everyone right now, and just an awareness of self. And it took people being at home by themselves to realize who's not for them and who is for them.
Yeah.
I think the switch for me is knowing what battles I really want to fight. And there's some people who
Yeah.
I'm not willing to fight for. And there's some that you fought so much you can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
like when I was younger, it was like, yeah, I want, this is my friend or this is my family and I have to keep it together. But now it's like, it's me and my kid and I'm just going to keep it pushing. So again, I've always been a selfless person and I've always been there for everybody else. So I think within the past year, I had to really focus on me and my child. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
That's the switch for me. Was there a switch for you in this year?
I would say I mean, to be honest, I feel like we're the same person. Like for the last couple of minutes, we're just the same person. Really with just some of our experiences, because this last year, and I would even say even before the pandemic, I think that I tried a lot of new things. Like I remember last week you were asking me like what was something that I tried new, and it was obviously this podcast, but I mean, I did some stand-up poetry, like some open mics and things like that, and some performances. I feel like over the last couple of years, but especially this past year, I made an effort to just tell myself that I am enough, number one, and that this is my life. This is my life. So if something were to happen to me tomorrow or I get sick or whatever it is, it's like I want to make sure that my family's taken care of, my daughters are taken care of or whatever. But at the same time, I don't want to be one of those people in 30 years who's like looking at a young person and they're so envious and they're so jealous or whatever. They just have this resentment because they see other people with so much life. Take every moment that you have and and live it. Like you don't know what's going to happen. So as you do these small things for yourself to feel fulfilled, you're building like this quilt.
I like that.
So I love that. I like building my
quilt.
quilt. I'm building a quilt.
I like that. I think a lot of us also started realizing like the normal things that we do and how they're actual like conditions. Like I have friends who can't close cabinets or doors or can't complete anything or can't finish anything.
Yeah.
And I think being in this position, especially in the past year, made people focus on the things that were wrong with them, which aren't wrong with you. They're just things that you haven't dealt with. So you haven't put something on it. So I had a classmate from like elementary school this week post something today about how she realizes throughout her life she couldn't finish things and that like she would do these random things that were just habits.
Yeah.
And then she went and got like checked out by a doctor and found out she legit has ADD. And it's not like, oh my God, I have ADD. Like I diagnosed myself as ADD because as you can see, I can't sit still.
Yeah.
But it's like we have these conditions and we don't know and we don't care until we're forced.
Yeah, we're forced to address it.
And forced to address it. So in stimulating yourself, you got your stimmy year. Half of y'all done spent the whole stimmy already, like yours and your child, right? Like I didn't even get mine yet, so don't stress.
My child is a part of me, so therefore they're mine.
I hear you. And then y'all got y'all tax return on top of that. Yes. Y'all spent that too. But what are you doing with that money to elevate your life? What are you doing to create generational wealth with your family and
Oh,
your kids? Are you on the crypto? Are you on BA loaning? Are you like, what are we doing?
yeah. I mean, for me, I felt like I really had to take a sit back and really think about this blessing that was coming, because in the past, you know, whether you're a single mother, whether you're whatever, it's like you have children, you're looking forward to that tax return.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
with this time, I have
So,
two
thank you.
daughters. And so obviously, I'm getting a little extra blessing. And I've been on the road to trying to be a homeowner. So that's like my one thing that I'm trying to focus on, like not spending my money the way that I normally would have, because I start thinking about for years and years and years in the past when I was getting $10,000 every, and that
Yeah, it's
it's
not like that
gone.
anymore.
It's gone. It's
It's
gone.
not like that anymore.
Yeah, it's gone.
So we're gonna go somewhere that Tiffany probably doesn't want to go, but I'm gonna go there anyway because
Take me there. I want to go there.
hey, take me there, let's
go
go
there.
there, take me to. I'm not trying to get discovered on
I
here,
am.
you know. 'Cause-
Discover me.
So, what stimulates you with your partner?
Okay, we can go there. I'm okay with that.
You know, like what's your love language?
For me, what stimulates me with a partner is I need somebody that's thoughtful. Thoughtful in a way that, like, I think that sometimes you meet people, or people have a perception of you, like if you have nice things or whatever, they feel like you're automatically materialistic or you're this way or that way based off of like meeting you for a few minutes or just seeing you. And for me, I've had a lot of situations where guys have thought that I was like super materialistic. And so they kind of like broke down with it, where they feel like I can never make you happy because I see you with nice things, and like they feel like that's what I'm expecting. But I'm bringing that up to say that I am a thoughtful person, and I be making people books and making picture books and this and that, whatever else. Is like, I just want somebody to think of me. I want somebody to show me proof that they were thinking of me.
So you're an acts of service.
Acts of service, and yes, acts of service and like thoughtful gifts. I'm not really a physical. I mean, I like the act of being physical, but I don't really like. I'm not all up on leaning on and this and that. And it's something that let's switch from like a partner to even my kids with your love language. I've had this year has taught me that, I need to give out some more like physical kind of hugs and stuff like that, because it's just not me. So with a partner, I'm definitely not all super like sticky, lovey-dovey. I just want to feel that chemistry and connection like telepathically.
You know, I gave you this question and I honestly don't know how to answer it for myself.
Well,
because I don't feel like I have a love language, because I'm definitely not a physical touch type of person, because I don't want you to touch me unless we touching. You know
me too.
And unless our souls are touching. I don't like being hugged. I do not like cuddling. There's no reason that two adults should be in fetus position for hours at a time. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know, you hot, I'm hot, the creases are sweating. I'm not a fan, right? And then I thought I wanted like the positive affirmation type of partner. And then I met this dude who was always like, yes, queen, you are a queen. And you are. And it was like, I am. But it was just too much.
Yeah,
like,
I just,
there's like levels. And at the end of the day, I sometimes feel like I was supposed to be a nigga. Like, I was supposed to be a dude. Because I just have the ability to just disconnect from the emotion. Yeah, I love you, right? I made you this chicken.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm like, I bought
you
these
for you
socks
today. So acts of service maybe would work for me. I'm not a gift person. I don't care to get gifts or give them, but I'd appreciate it. I think I just like sex.
Oh, well.
If that's good and you can have a great conversation at the same time, then you're a winner in my book.
That's definitely some stimulation.
So good conversation stimulates me, the banter, because we will go back and forth, because that's just the Gemini in me. And if you can handle that, then you're here and I'm here, Ooh, did we check out my Fenty for today, guys? I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
gonna
it's
show y'all all
beautiful.
like I did last time, because
I mean, you don't have to because it's showing.
you see
It's
the
giving.
pineapple. It's
giving.
springtime. I was trying to be
It's giving.
pink. I was trying to be pink like Tiffany's nails. Put the nails right there. Let them see. You see? Okay, that was cute. All right, that's enough. We don't want to get the people excited.
We don't get them the wrong idea.
We don't. So, what's your next question about stimulation or your comment about stimulation?
I just feel like, what is it that you do by yourself that you do to stimulate yourself? Like, what is it that you do that makes yourself happy? I mean, we talked about like getting our nails and that's something for us, like, but what is something else that you do with yourself that brings you peace?
I recently started taking these spiritual baths every Wednesday.
Wow, do tell.
Because Wednesday's hump day, and I feel like it's the day where you're either having a really good week or a shitty week. Hey, I see y'all out there with the bottle. Okay, so
they better share right? Like we did last week.
So I got excited, guys. Got excited. I've been taking these baths, and like, so I buy flowers and I wait for my flowers to die, right? And then when they're dying, I put them in this bath with like lavender Epsom salt and Himalayan salt rocks. And all of this sounds amazing and expensive, but I promise you it's from Five and Below. And, girl,
they got a lot of cool stuff.
Like my little Delartra candles, I only get the white ones because I feel more connected with God if they're white. You feel me?
Black people look good in white.
Absolutely. So I light my candles every Wednesday. I run my bath. I put the Epsom salt. I put little drops of eucalyptus. So I breathe right. You feel me? And then I also roll a spliff. And then I just disconnect from everyone, put on some Erykah Badu or some India because that's what takes me to that place.
Yeah.
And then just have a moment. And I feel like, why not?
Yeah, no, I mean, you deserve it. You deserve it.
Why not?
Sure.
Like, for what reason should you not just bask in your own glory? You feel me? So that's the thing I've done recently for myself. My passion used to be dancing. I used to love dancing. I still love dancing. But I think the love came from teaching and teaching kids.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that in a while. So not being around like my students anymore in like the past year and stuff.
You probably was a hard ass dance teacher.
You know, I was an amazing dance teacher. It was like I was like Boom Cat. You heard?
I would have been crying like,
but you would have came and gave me a hug after. It's all that matters. And the performance would have been slamming,
screaming at me.
And the performance would have been slamming, and that's all that matters. So, what do you do for yourself? That's like your thing.
I think that my thing has been writing. Recently, like you said, I think that over the last couple of weeks, I was just like, I need to start rolling a spliff, like you said, and so for me, it kind of takes me to another place. I've been writing for such a long time. But for me, putting my thoughts into poetry is something that helps me. And then I always look at it afterwards like, damn, bitch, you talented. Like, I look back at it and I don't write these things. And maybe one day I'll share one of my poems. I mean, maybe one day I'll share.
We'll have a poetry hour.
We can share.
But my poetry be depressing.
I mean, but the depressing poetry is like the best.
No, but I think that was my issue with being a writer and writing things. I don't know how to write happy stuff.
But I feel like
and it got a little to the point where I'm like, dang, I'm over writing this depressing stuff. Like, just write the book already. But I don't know how to write happy stuff. Like, I don't.
But that's what's interesting. I feel like what's interesting is the pain. And I know maybe there are some people, like a few select people who are like, oh my God, I don't want to read this.
It's easier to trigger your pain. It's easier to go there. Like,
that's when I get inspired, when I'm upset. I'm inspired when I'm happy. I'm just in the moment and I'm happy. But when I'm just having all these feelings or whatever, and I write them down.
And I think that's when everyone knows I'm going through something or I'm having an argument with somebody. Shara put up some writing this morning, like early this morning. Yeah. She put up 5 paragraphs.
Like, are you okay? Is this about me, bitch? Like, hello?
Like, she woke up like this today. Like, and my cousin will call me like, who pissed you off this morning? But it just comes to light. What else? Do you want to ask me about stimulation?
I would say,
if you guys have any questions on our lives, we're live on Share Sides.
We definitely
we're live
are.
At
You
Miami
guys can
Days.
share.
We're live at Relative Realness. I see you. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday.
Let me see. Hey,
what are
Joy.
you guys doing? Tell us some things that
Hey,
you guys do
Taniqua.
to stay stimulated. What do you do? What music do you listen to? What liquor do you drink? You know, I mean, all of these aren't healthy ways. They don't have to be
No, but
healthy,
they help.
But this is a free, no judgment zone situation.
Especially if you have children.
I definitely think when I was younger, the way I drank when I was younger compared to now, Lord, like,
what's the difference, more or less?
Oh, way less. Like, I don't even have liquor in my house. Like, I don't even buy liquor and have liquor in my home.
I do.
Because when I was in my 20s, I was bad. Like, I was the girl who got kicked out the bar because she's dancing on the bar. Or, like, I got kicked out of strip clubs. Like, ma'am, you don't work here. I got, like, I was bad. And then I worked at Starbucks in, like, Soho, right? So who is coming home? Psych, I'm closing Starbucks. And then I'm out all night drunk. And then I'm going back to open Starbucks. And like, my parents didn't see me for like 2 days. And they're like, and then my dad gave me this rule. If you know that it's after 12 o'clock and you're not going to be home, stay where you are. I took that as,
well, shit, that's an invitation.
Stay outside. Like,
yeah,
shit.
For real.
I ain't never coming home. Like, so I was out there.
No.
That's what I
feel like
we just
for me, I drink the same. I've always been like a psychotic drinker. Like, I've always been, the thing is, I was a mother at 21, 22 years old. And so there were a lot of things that I missed out on, but I always, like, for me, I've always kept my circle small. I've always, like, Nola was like my homie. I always had like 1 or 2 friends over my house because I had my own apartment, this and that, whatever. But I mean, I would say, I remember going to Miami one year. I mean, I was doing cartwheels in the middle of Collins Avenue with a dress on. Like, hello, everyone. My name was Bunny. I mean, some of you guys might know me. Let's rewind it. I didn't want to tell people my name because I knew that I was dancing on bars. I mean, I actually do have pictures of like collecting money from regular bars. They were not strip clubs. Me and my friends were just up on top of bars. And I just decided in a split second, like, I'm going to get on top of this bar. And that's what I feel like it's one of my superpowers. I encourage.
I'm so stuck on Bunny.
Yeah, I'm Bunny. Bunny.
I'm just saying this is the second show and this is the second nickname that I'm hearing about. Last week it was what? What was your AOL name?
Vanilla Cola.
Vanilla Cola. And this week we have Bunny.
We have Bunny. That's only for Miami. Okay, it's only for Miami.
Hey, Reese, I see you. T coming from Atlanta, checking in. I see you. Welcome.
Yes.
Oh, people having Moscato with a chicken scampi and stuff last night. That sounds amazing. I had ear biscuits and wind pie. Where were you when I was hungry?
Where were you?
But so Bunny was drinking. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut Buddy off, but this is show 2, okay? Vanilla Cola.
That wasn't my nickname. Bunny. That was just like my AOL screen name, though. Nobody was like, hey, yo, Vanilla Cola. Like,
okay, people having sushi. Okay, so people right now, clearly it's lunchtime because
are you guys drinking?
People on live are telling me what they're eating right now. So you guys are stimulating your Saturday with some good food. I get
my live is dry. There's literally one person.
That's okay. We're just happy to be here. I just want to
know what's going on.
And
with
we're just
people.
happy to be with you guys.
It's happening with you guys.
What do you do to help stimulate your children as far as being focused with school, especially now with remote learning? And
let me tell you.
How do you keep them stimulated?
Nola has been a rock star for her whole effing life. Okay, there's no cursing, but I can say effing. She has been a rock star. She has been the prototype child. And I think that even during this pandemic, she continues to shine. She is just amazing. Tori has been going to private pre-K because that's the type of nurturing that she needs.
Listen.
Tori needs private.
Tori sounds like she got a private driver.
Yeah, like Tori needs her private nurturing. I think that, to be honest, I mean, Tori's a trap queen, and I've got to interject with her and intervene with her so that she does not become a trap queen. She's super smart, but she's been twerking since she's been one. I didn't teach her that. I swear to God, I did not. I have sent Shara some videos of this child. I sing songs to her every day.
Now,
And
all I'm gonna
did you
say
see
is,
Tori? Did you see
for
it with the
those of
one
you who
leg?
viewed our reel,
With the one
there
leg.
was a twerk in our reel as well. So
Listen.
it might. I'm not sure
She did not learn
if
it
she
from
didn't
me.
have any classes,
She didn't.
but it's in the blood.
It's in the blood. It's in the blood,
It's
but
in
I
the
didn't
blood.
teach her. I could teach you, but I have to charge. I did not teach that child nothing. It was something in her. And she's half Italian. So, I mean, she is the blackest out of everybody, like out of all of us.
Just know, I asked how do you stimulate these kids with their schoolwork and stuff. But we got to Tori and her twerking. That's all I'm saying.
That's how she stimulates her. I get songs to
we
get her to
keep
do
her
stuff.
busy, okay?
We
That's
keep
how.
her busy. I sing songs for her to get
I love
her
it.
to keep her stimulated. What about your baby?
My baby had issues before the pandemic. He checked out.
He was like, forget
he
this.
checked out. He said, third grade, what is this? I don't want it. And he checked out. But being home with him was different because I used to homeschool him. So I love the idea of him being home because when you home, I get to teach you what I want you to know, right?
That's true.
And then what the man wants you to know, okay? So, you know, like his teacher will be telling him stuff and I'll be in the background, she lying, that's a lie. Like,
yes, the devil is a lie.
But I think for Amari, oh Lord, it's just taken a lot of patience. And you would think I would understand and know what that patience was being a teacher, but no, when it's your own and you're at home with them and you know nothing's wrong with them and they're just being blatantly lazy, it gets extremely frustrating. So it's been frustrating for me to figure out how to stimulate him. I try to take him outside as much as possible. He hates outside. It's about to be springtime.
So does Nola.
So the bugs are going to be out. So he's going to be having tantrums. So at home, he does yoga with me.
Ooh, I've seen that.
He
It's
meditates
beautiful.
with me. We play games. We play Sorry. We play Uno a lot. I'm an Uno champion for those of you who don't know. And for those of you who do, that's why you quiet. And I mean Uno everywhere. I mean Uno on Nintendo Switch. I mean Uno on your phone.
Do you have
Uno
a
on
pack
Game
of cards?
Center. Uno, I have the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and Basquiat version of the Uno cards.
In your bag right now? Do you
Not
have
right
them in your bag?
now. Not right now. I don't. You know, I usually do walk around with a pack of Unos in my car, in my bag.
Next time we
But
might
I was
have
trying to be
bust
a
out a
lady
game.
today.
Who she
You
is
know.
with her crown. She looks
But
beautiful.
if you want me, come get me. My name is Coco Drip on Game Center.
Cocoa Drip? You want to talk about vanilla cola? Cocoa Drip? What?
Okay? Come find me.
Oh
I
my
stay
God.
on.
I'm definitely getting a tattoo on my ankle that says Cocoa Drip.
No, you can't do that. It's what do you call it? It's
Cocoa
It's
Drip.
copyright, right? Right. Also, what I do for Amari,
Yeah.
Amari gets mental health days, which
Mhm.
means if I feel like y'all are stretching my kid out on these
Mhm.
3-4 meetings a day on this computer, I'm gonna text you one morning. Good morning. Please excuse Amari. He's getting a mental health.
No, I agree with that. For
Because-
sure, for sure.
Like watching him stressed out on the computer, like ready to throw something, like not wanting to be engaged, and then hearing the 70 other kids. And I get it. It's hard for a teacher to know who's talking.
Well, you're
and
the
who's
mom.
doing what on a screen, right? But I'm watching and I'm seeing my kid like not pay attention at all. So
yeah.
if I have to give him time to like relax, relate,
Release.
and release, then I'm going to give him his mental health days because at the end of the day, you teachers are still giving him a 3 on his report card out of a 4, and he has 12 missing assignments. So I don't like. So I got to do my part to make sure he's okay, to make sure he's learning at least something because y'all really not checking. Y'all not.
They can't. It's too much. It's a lot.
Impossible.
It's impossible. And so you're the mom. It's like it's our jobs to make sure that we're, emotionally. It's like when you're in the classroom, because I mean, I work in the classroom and it's just like when you're there, it's different. You can see, I mean, if you're a good, if you're in a good space, if you're a good educator and you have the intuition with the students, then you're able to kind of see when they're having an off day. But just with this remote situation, it's been a totally different thing. Nola actually does have mental health days as well. Her school adds those in, but there's times when I'm like, all right, Nola, like, she is a freaking superstar. Like, with Tori, She goes to school every day. I just got her little progress report card, and the teacher was like, well, Tori is very vocal and she just gets along.
She is.
We know that. And she gets along well with all her friends. But I would like to see her show more effort academically. I was like, academically? I said, first of all, she's in pre-K. Second of all, she knows all her letter sounds. I'd be telling her we going to Dunkin' Donuts. She's like, oh, Dunkin' Donuts, that starts with a D. I said, she's playing y'all. I know. And so the thing is, as a mom, you know the difference between, we're not going to just like tell them like, oh, they can do it when they can't. But for me, I'm looking at her. I said, no, she's playing a game on y'all, because Tori talks like she's a 12-year-old kid. She knows letter sounds.
That's the issue in the school system. When you have students who are just like, yeah, they smart.
Yeah.
But they rather be they're not engaged. You're not exciting enough.
Yes.
You're not.
She told me.
I am bored.
You know what she said? She said that. It's so boring. It's boring.
Like, I hated school because I loved school because I loved being at my house to go to school.
Yeah.
But I hated the aspect of like learning in school because it was boring.
That's Tori.
I was bored. Why I gotta learn this? Nope. I was bored. And like, teachers are not trying to
differentiate,
make it exciting, especially now that it's on a screen. You have to go even harder now because it's on the screen. My friend Dre is the dean of students at his school, and this man goes in when he is on lives with his students.
Yeah.
Like, you have to speak their language. You have to know what's hip, what's hot. Like, he'll be like, yo, throw that away. We don't like that answer. Let's go. It's the energy that you have to come with in order for them to be excited.
Yeah.
If you looking like Who Shot John on a screen... Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I have a student that I work with.
Amari's camera and his mic be off. You're not present. Like,
no.
How?
Yeah, I have a student that I work with, and he's in the second grade, but he's a little bit, I work with him to help him with his challenges, and I always make sure that we read the words that I know he's gonna like lit and fat. And like all the words, I'm like, so what's
but
this?
That keeps him engaged.
He's like, oh, and then he gives me the sentence. He's like, yeah, like that party gonna be lit. I'm like, what you know about a party gonna be lit? And you in the second grade.
And
so you have to, like you said, you have to speak their language. You have to keep them engaged. You have to let them know that you care about them. Tori has a great time at school, but like you said, every day she's coming home, she enjoys the social aspect of it. She's literally the queen bee of her class. I'm not surprised, but she tells me, it's so boring or whatever, and I'm just like, you know what?
And so it's the simplest things. You can go in a classroom and you could be reading these kids a book and they're like, whatever. The cat went up the tree, it fell. They're not interested. The cats went up the tree and it fell. They know their teacher don't talk like that. So now they're engaged. They're like, why is she talking with this accent? But they're excited now.
I'm gonna try something new.
It's like the littlest thing that you can do to just be a kid. Just remember what you were when you were a kid, and just think about what you wish you had. Because
times are different.
Because half of the stuff y'all doing now is boring me.
It's boring. I remember my teacher used to take, like, every Friday, or like when it started getting warm, he would just take us to the slushy place, like our class. It wasn't so consistent, but it was like a nice little surprise a couple times during when it was warm out. You got to do things to keep these kids engaged. So what do you do though? We're going to switch away from these kids. What do you do to keep yourself excited? Like, what excites you? What excites you? You talked about like how you take your baths every Wednesday. What do you do?
I feel like the more we answer these questions, I be doing a lot of self-care regimen. I'm like, maybe, are you taking your self-care a little too far in next week's episode? Because I'm like, I get my nails done. I get facials.
Let's talk about what we did. Let's talk about what we did on Thursday.
Well, perfect.
What did we do?
So what did we do this week?
Yes.
Thursday.
We had a date.
So Tiffany and I had a date, and we had a spa day.
Ooh, and it was so sexy.
So shouts out to the couple spa uptown.
Yes, it was beautiful.
They hooked us up. So we had these full body couple massages, couple of fools, right? And the ladies came in, gave us a full demonstration on how to lay down and everything. and
we recorded it.
We did. Well, I'll put it up later.
We recorded it.
So, ladies, would you like soft or hard?
Hard.
Right.
I like it hard all the time.
About 5
and all the
minutes
time I like
into
it
the massage.
Yeah.
we was like, oh,
they had their elbows.
Like, she was going in. Like, she found knots, and she was determined to get rid of every single knot. And it was amazing. We left feeling brand new. We was break dancers in the street. It was lit.
We had wine afterwards,
we had wine garnished with a big ass grape at
almost
the bottom
choked
of the glass.
on that.
It was like, I don't even know where she got these grapes. Like, and they were seedless.
I don't know, because I swallowed the whole thing.
I'm sure she did. But anyway, and then after that, we went out to eat.
We went out to eat to Parnell's.
Where we talked about our first show.
Yes.
We had a little pomegranate margarita.
We had more than one.
Did we?
We had two. I wanted the third.
Oh my God, we did.
Yeah, we did have two. I wanted the third, and Cheryl was,
went back on her own.
Cheryl was like, no. But
it was great. And then we got to talk about our first show, and it was like, we got to get out the house for like 2 hours, which was needed and necessary. And I loved it. And I definitely need more of it. Like, now. I
definitely feel like we talked on that day, we talked about how part of self-care is not always putting it out into the universe what you're doing, just going to do it. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't need permission to be like, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're not, or whatever. Part of the self-care is like obviously having all your ducks in a row. Like, my kids at school, my oldest daughter is freaking damn near 15. Like, mom's stepping out for a minute, whatever. Part of the self-care is just slipping in and out and just doing what you got to do and enjoying your time. Because then when you start letting everybody know, like, I'm going to get a massage, oh, where you going? Send me the reviews, send me the number. How was it? It's like sometimes you just need that time to be able to just
something that's
escape,
your own too.
Escape. And I was able
to tell you where I went, because then you and all your friends are gonna go, and then you're gonna be there the day I go there, and it's not gonna be the same. Some things you got to keep to you. A lot of things you got to keep
for real. I agree.
Because even those who you think are here for you are here to get as much information from you as they possibly can. Yeah. And I'm talking about everybody. I was just cousin, brother, friend, aunt, nephew, neighbor, man at the grocery store, corner store,
it's
the man
true.
You see at the laundromat every weekend. No, they're trying to figure out what detergent you use to make your clothes smell so good, because they don't. It doesn't matter what it is. They're looking for it.
And this morning,
keep some stuff to yourself.
Yeah, keep some stuff to yourself. But this morning, that was definitely something that I talked to my therapist about. Like, every other Saturday, I have a therapist that I talk to, and I was just like, you know what? You have to keep some things to yourself, because not everybody has the best intentions for you. They just don't. And that's something that I've been working on over the last year, just realizing that, I mean, I know I talk a lot, but there's sometimes when I talk too much because I share too much. I give too much to the wrong people. And that's something that is just a life lesson.
It's a growth thing. It's a learning thing that we learn as we get older. My mom, her birthday just passed yesterday.
It was when we went to the spa,
yes,
right?
Rest in peace, rest in peace. Well, her birthday's weird because my mom was born at 11:59 on March 25th, but her birth certificate says midnight, March 26th. Mm-hmm. So we would celebrate her birthday on the 25th and the 26th.
Can I tell you something?
She's special.
Can I share something?
Sure.
I don't want to interrupt you, but Nola was born at 11:59 as well. And so I almost feel like she has two birthdays as well, because you don't know, these people in the hospitals, they be doing what, because I remember them asking me, you want us to put 12 or not? And I'm like, so no,
because we were saying, I wonder how many people really have that.
Like is that, I'm like, no, put the time.
Put the exact time.
Put the time. So
and we'll decide how we want to celebrate. But we used to celebrate it on the same day.
You should. And that's a beautiful thing.
But my mom always used to say, you do not need more friends than you can count on one hand. And even then it's too many. And the older I have gotten, the more I have understood, appreciated, and realized how true that is. Yes, I have friends from high school. I have friends from summer camp.
Acquaintances and school
that
friends.
I worked with, But the people that you can call on, the people that are for you, like, it doesn't need to be that much. You can't have too many people. There's not that many people, right? You need to have at least 2 to 3 people that you could call on your little FaceTime
that you can trust
and be like, listen, right?
That you can trust. That's the key thing, that you can trust.
And that's it, and that's all. Yeah. Anyone that is questionable right now in your life right now does not need to be in your life. If it's questionable, doesn't need to be.
And also, though, I read something a while ago that was like, don't be afraid. I think that sometimes we are always so afraid to categorize people, or we feel like people who maybe this was your best friend in middle school or high school, but they're not anymore. It's okay that you have acquaintances. It's okay that you have childhood friends or whatever, childhood acquaintances or whatever. Everyone is not your friend. And my Aunt Louise, just like your mother said, my Aunt Louise always tells me, never let the left hand know what the right hand's doing.
Yep.
And that's something that I'm continually working on because I am so expressive. I do like to share. I trust people easily at first because I want to see to a fault. And because I want to see the good in people. Like they talk about how cancers, I'm a cancer, but they talk about cancers, how we have this hard shell. And it's like, in the beginning, when I meet people, I'm like, okay, I want to share. I want to let them know that like we can relate, we can do this, we can do that. But then I realized that, you know, you don't share all this with this person because you don't know what this is going to end up like. You don't know the intentions that people have for you. You just can't.
And they might be for you in that moment.
Yeah.
But let something happen and they heard you said something about them or they heard you crossed them in some way. All your business will be out on the street in 2.5 seconds. So just stay to yourself. And it's hard, and I've learned to try to do it, and I've gotten better at it now where no. It's my new favorite word. No.
Yeah, you have to say no. We forgot our fans this week, but next week we're going to bring
I never
them.
forget our fans. Oh, those fans. I don't even know what those fans are. Honestly.
No, I know. I have like one that says, oh, I like lost it. I don't know. I took an eternal nap after the last session because y'all know I was lit.
Yo, she took a whole nap. I texted her. I didn't get a response until like 10:30
for like
night.
Hours.
Like my day.
What did you do? What did you do?
Like, this is my day last weekend at the podcast. It was late. And then I went home and it was late, it was late. And then the rest of my night was like, and even I was like, what just that? It was horrible.
I took a nap.
But we snapped back from that.
Yeah, we definitely
And
did.
we're here now. And this is our second show. And we're so happy that you guys joined in. You joined in on the Relative Realness page. You joined in.
We are so grateful for you guys.
Side. You joined in at My Everyday.
Yes.
You joined in at DTF Radio. Again, you can catch us on Amazon Prime,
YouTube,
Amazon Fire Stick,
Venmo,
Roku. What else? You said YouTube.
I said Venmo,
Facebook,
YouTube.
DTF Radio.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the lives up this week because we totally forgot last week.
Yeah. Let's see. What do people have to say?
Because we totally forgot last week, but thank you guys. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any comments about stimulation.
For real, let us know.
Let us know how you stimulate yourselves.
Viva La Mommy
what
said,
do you do?
Viva La Mommy said, I'm late to the party, but I'm here for this combo. Yes, welcome you guys. We can use the last few minutes to kind of like, what do you guys do for self-care? Like mothers, daughters, whatever you are in this world, what do you do for yourself? Even men, we're not excluding you guys. What do you do for yourself?
I noticed men have like, you notice how like the dudes have stepped their game up with like self-care? Well, some of them. I have some who are still questionable who need some work. But y'all got these goatees, and some of y'all got these goatees out here dry and ashy looking like Brillo pads for no reason. But to the men who are really taking care of yourselves out here, who are coming out non-ashy, who got the nails clean and cut, even manicured. I'm not mad at seeing y'all in the
Get a pedicure too.
Y'all can take my seat, okay?
Yeah, for real.
Get them bunions done. I love it. Take care of you.
Yeah.
Like women, you already know the first thing I look at when I see a man is his teeth, his hands, and then his feet.
What do you look for in hands? What kind of hands do you like? Let's talk about that for like 2 minutes.
It's not even the hands. Like, first of all, you got to have man hands. You can't have bitch hands, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's
no
the
bitch
nails.
hands, yeah.
It's the nails for me. It's does he like bite his nails? You know those dudes that bite their nails down
sorry.
to and they got them short, stubby nail.
But guess what I don't like? You know what I don't like? I don't like them pimp nails either. Like, I don't like them. No, no, but I just mean when you got long nails, period, like clip them shits down.
Okay, she don't like the long nail. I don't like the long West Indian nail. Y'all know that one is either the coat finger or the nose finger. I don't know what it's for.
Ew.
That pinky nail. What is it for, sir? No, I don't want it. Nails Teeth?
My girl said, I love to see them. They be at the nail salon taking my appointments.
Yes,
All the men.
I don't mind.
Mhm.
Please come. Yes, I love it. Get that clear polish on them bunions. You know,
Get them
get
bunions
that
taken
spa
care of.
pedicure.
Because you know they wearing socks at the beach anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing socks at the beach.
I want somebody that don't gotta wear socks at the beach.
I must admit, my man has nice feet. Like his feet might be a little nicer than mine. I'm not.
I got some cute,
But
feet.
you know,
I'm sorry,
I also dance ballet, so I have an excuse.
You did ballet?
Yes, but my feet are cute. I would show y'all today, but it's not even that type of show.
I'm gonna show everyone my feet.
Oh well, shoe cam for Tiff.
How do I turn this around? I'm old. I don't know how to work this. Oh, switch. Would you guys like to
Tiff
see
is on the shoe cam. I don't have a shoe cam for my viewers.
Slippers,
She's on her page showing her shoe cam. But I will debut my crown, right?
Yeah.
That I borrowed from a friend. When I say borrow, I mean I went to her house and then I stole it and left.
Turn around, look at me for a second. Ooh.
So the queens are here. It was another good show.
Yes.
I hope you guys join us next week. Again, we're here every Saturday at DTF Radio from 12 to 1.
Yes, we're here for you.
On our private pages. You can catch us on all the other streaming sites that we have listed everywhere all the time.
And if you guys have anything you want to talk about, any questions that you want us to answer on air for the next show, maybe we can take a few minutes and do that. Like DM relative realness.
Send your questions.
Send your questions. We want to know
anything.
We need questions.
I'll answer everything.
We promise we'll answer.
Nothing is forbidden here.
Forbidden fruit.
So, do you guys have your drinks for today? Because we have ours.
It's almost
sponsored
done.
by the one and only at Yum Yum Bougie.
Yes.
Did everybody go check her out as you should? We got some spiked lemonade today.
Yes.
As you can see, we've been nursing it because we didn't want to be too lit for y'all. But we are about to get lit when we get off this.
Watch us for the after party. Remember we talked about
We're
this?
definitely going to have a little after party show on our lives for you guys later.
Yes.
Next week, please join us because we're going to be playing a really, really cool game.
Should we tell them what it's called?
They're going to have to wait.
We're going to be playing a really cool game.
I just said nope. They're going to have to wait.
And I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because she said nope. But it is going to be really, really cool. And we want you guys to be a part of it. We want you guys to get to know us, get to learn us, just like we're getting to learn each other bit by bit, day by day.
Day by day. So join us next Saturday. We can't wait to see you guys. You guys have a great Saturday. Enjoy your brunch, your lunch, your shopping.
We love you guys.
It's going to be a high of 67 with winds coming from the west. And
a chance of
don't spend all your stimmy money.
What if they already did?
You don't have to. You know why? Because my Cash App is give me the dough.
Mine is Glitzy B. Glitzy B.
You can hit me at Venmo and Sherry. I'm just joking. But
if you're feeling generous, Glitzy B. Don't forget the
generous,
hashtag, the money sign in the front.
Give me the dough. Just give me the dough. And I appreciate y'all. Have a great Saturday, guys. We love you.
We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We do have 3 more minutes.
Do we?
Yes, it's 12:52. Stop.
So
they want to hear us.
Minutes?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
If you guys want me to sing, I can.
I mean, we could both sing. We could do a duet. Should we do a duet? Should we do a duet? What song? Are we gonna sing Avril?
Ooh, what's that? What Avril song?
Avril.
We sang an Avril Lavigne song in a grocery store the other day.
I love her that she likes the
You're
songs
just a
that
skater boy. I'm not a hater boy.
Did you think that I was gonna give it up to you?
I don't know that one. Oh, Yum Yum Bougie in the house. You see how Yum Yum Bougie just come through? She's here to help. She got the spiked lemonade. Get the strawberry.
Yeah.
She got the chocolate covered strawberry.
She saved us this time.
And lemonade. And I just want you to know.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Be Saturday.
Listen, I'm standing on the bridge. I'm waiting in the dark. I thought that you'd be here by now.
Footsteps on the ground. I don't know the words.
And everything's a mess.
And something.
Isn't anyone trying to find me?
I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. I love you. Bye.